EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Atlanta Falcons. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Taking it about the 1. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And we'll get this one up to about the 39 here. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
3rd play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Now Penix going to hold on to it. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Falcons at 9-2 to start play. And they come in on the heels of yet another victory. That ran their win streak, Charles, up to 7 now.
And I think that last win, that established them and stamped them, to me, as Super Bowl frontrunners. They're playing with extreme confidence, and you need that in order to go all the way.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Now Penix. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
Falcons, first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. It's not necessarily size. He's talking about...
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll run for the first time with Ashton Jeanty. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts, because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Troy Anderson. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They just got to go seize it.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Robinson up the middle. Max Crosby, the one who got in there for the stop. You look at this Raiders defense. Well, they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he will admit there's definitely room to improve.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 45 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And looking to throw, Penix. Got a man, it's London. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Throws right back to London, complete again. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Looking to throw, Penix. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the Falcons are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Well, they're certainly not shied away from throwing the football as they've leaned on their quarterback to start this game. 4 straight passes right out of the gate, with that last one earning them a new set of downs.
Robinson will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to having a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is.
Downfield and caught by Thornton. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Dante Thornton hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be second down.
At the 27-yard line.
Let's go now.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he will possibly get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. On the other hand, it will definitely take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. To the air, Penix. Well, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
On first down, it's Genty. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
But that kind of run on first down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
2nd and 6.
Ready, go.
They'll go again with Genty. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Throwing is Milton. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. 4th down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. The kick by Carlson is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll throw with Penix. Short throw caught by Pitts. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Caught by London. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
That's another Falcons first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll go play action here with Penix. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he lost the football. But the Falcons were able to recover, so they will keep possession. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career.
First and 10.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. To throw again is Penix. And this is incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Here's second and 10. Here's Penix. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 20-yard line.
It's a gain of 14
They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
First down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Operating from the gun, Penix. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Let's go now. Let's go.
That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. The 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Falcons are able to add on to that lead. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10.
That's the score. Falcons 21, Raiders 10.
Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a first and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second and a yard. Here's Milton now to throw. That is caught downfield. It's Besh. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Milton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Okay, ready?
Second and 10.
19.
Milton. They'll get this out to Genty. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
Ready? 1918. 79 Broncos.
To throw, it's Milton. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have the Raiders first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. A give out of the gun to Genty. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
On the jump.
From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard.
Come on. Set. Cowboy 80.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Brock Bowers from 4 yards out. And the Raiders get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Carlson now to add the extra point. And he's got it to make this a 21-17 game.
Falcons 21, Raiders 17.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to deal with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. From the shotgun, it's Penix. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering, and now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. To throw is Milton. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Here's Milton. To the left side, pass caught by Thornton. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
60 Bison.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's to Besh over the middle. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Carlson able to put this one through. And that'll bring him back within a point. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st and goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. 1 second, all that remains. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
19.
The drive will begin with a run by Genty. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
Now a 2nd and 2.
18, let's go now. Back to 60, back to 60.
Looking to throw. Milton. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Liking, hey, go!
Short throw caught by Bowers. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
At first glance, I thought he just used his size in order to win the route, but he also had a little subtle move in there as well. Made the defender think he was going one direction and was able to track the ball in another.
Perfect! Here we go, here we go! Crack all 80!
Back to throw now on first down. That one complete to Trey Tucker. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
Trap 60, trap 60. Here we go. Set. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready.
They'll look to throw again. That's into the hands of his tight end, Bowers. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Brock Bowers with career touchdown number 70. And the Raiders have taken the lead here in this third quarter.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for two.
Come on, come on.
Will line up for the 2-point.
They're going to try and run. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the 2-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in the 2-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. A play fake. Now Penix. Throw inside complete. That's Douglas. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They string that play out nicely. He stopped before he can turn upfield. No gain, second down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Go! Panther 60, Panther 60.
And looking to throw, Penix. And now the ball's out. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down.
That's another Falcons first down. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Now Penix. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that'll make it second down.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there. Couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Looking to throw, Penix. Oh, no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down.
So out now comes the field goal unit for the Falcons. And his kick here is good. And that'll bring him back within 4.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can...
Oh, now some trickery. They fake the spike. Oh, but it's not going to work. He'll go down, and they got him.
They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sand.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
From the gun on 3rd down, Milton. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Robinson.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 65 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
And the Falcons, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down. A credit to tackle to Brandon Jones.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field, but his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
2nd and 5. Over the middle, complete. That's Robinson. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 23. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Falcons, 1st down.
Here we go, here we go.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
18 more yards.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Now Pennett's going to hold on to it. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Michael Pennett's a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Ready.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Throwing is Milton. That's complete. It's Ashton Jeanty.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
Into space at the 45.
And all the way down to the 41-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41.
Trap 60.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Now a 2nd and 10.
There you go. Set. Trap 19.
Back to throw again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And everybody thinking about the possible field goal on 4th. It would be 58 yards from here. And they're not going to get this one off in time. It'll be a delay.
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Slant around, and he finds Thornton.
And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
A new lease on life after the fourth down conversion. Here's first and 10.
Cougar 19. Steady.
Up the middle, it's Genty.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Got it. Ready?
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Ready? Go.
Once again, it's Genty.
And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
This offense so far on third down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
70 Timberwolves. Dragon 60. Steady.
Here's Milton now to throw.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Daniel Carlson for the Raider field goal. A 36-yard attempt.
The kick by Carlson is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
Now this one setting up for a great finish, all tied in the 4th as the kick's away.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter.
He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. Second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 18, Pioneer. Go.
Here's Penix.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Go! At the 60, at the 60.
Up the middle they go. Anthony. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
Here we go. 70 left, 70 right.
They'll throw with Penix. That one taken in by T. Higgins. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Viking 18.
On 3rd down, Penix from the gun. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And the Raiders are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if they look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Milton. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long.
Viking 18. Trap 50, trap 60.
To throw, it's Milton. Oh, and you can forget overtime. This is going to be a safety in the final minute of the game. Oh, my. Gosh, this game's felt a bit weird all along the whole way through, and no better play maybe exemplifies that weirdness than that safety right there.
Partner, you got a tie game and time running out. You got to be ultra careful down on that end of the field, and this could very well be the play that decides this football game.
Let's go now. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Check go.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now, let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future, they've got